Hi, guys. How are you? Welcome. Jess here. This is your weekly intuitive Reiki healing for the collective. This is for the week of August 26th to September 1st. Can you believe we're about to be in September? Welcome to Virgo season, the Virgo video. That's seasonal healing, or for anyone who has strong Virgo placements or just resonates with the Virgo energy, that actually just came out right before this one. So make sure you check that out as well. Lots of messages coming through for the collective right now. I hope you guys are doing great. If you're back, welcome back. I'm so glad that you found previous healing supportive. And if you're new, welcome. The way my weeklies work is I pull 3 cards from the Shadowscapes Tarot deck. That's been my home base for quite some time, that deck. And it just sets the tone for the healing. I give about a 10-minute or so Reiki healing, and then intuitive messages come up in the process. If you're new to Reiki, welcome. It's a harmonious energy healing modality that will never deplete. It will never cause harm. Has nothing to do with my energy at all. I'm just a conduit and a channel. It does have to do with your willingness to collaborate, not work hard, but collaborate and just be open and willing to what you'd like to receive, or what there is to receive, I should say, because we don't want to come in this with control, right? So it is so powerful that it can be done from a distance, which is why we're together here today. If you feel the call to come back and experience the healing again, you know, my guides always say, listen to that call. It's pre-recorded. There might be a message that you didn't receive the first time, or maybe there's another level to the healing that you're then ready to unlock. When you find this is when you're meant to find it. It's not an exact science of it has to be in the week of the 26th to the 1st. It's just the general timeline that I set to bring in the energies and to connect with you guys, which is always such an honor. What else do I have to say? Don't forget that memberships are up if you're looking for more extended healings, energy check-ins, astrology chats. It's a nice, small, intimate group, so the messages tend to resonate even more strongly. Collective, how are we feeling this week? We're almost done with that Mercury retrograde. I don't know about you, but Mercury retrograde has actually been really beautiful for me. I mean, little tech glitches in the communication stuff that's, you know, normal, but it's been a really profoundly reflective time, really gorgeous. Remember, reflection and review doesn't always have to be shadow work and things like that. I know a lot of you are doing that right now, and that's good. And what are we needing to release right now that we've been holding on to for so long, like a behavior pattern or a thought process or a bad habit, or for some of you, an addiction that's actually coming up really strongly for some of you. Sometimes it's also review and reflection on how far we've come. That's pretty cool too. So guys, let's pull 3 cards for the collective. I'm really feeling you guys. I'm doing a lot of like deep breathing today, so excuse me. 2 more for the collective, please. Thank you. All right, guys, just taking it in first and then I'll show you. Wowza. Okay, it's really interesting how before I was talking about how we don't want to have control when we go into these healings. Let me just show you what we have so far. We have the 2 of Swords. It's a really detailed card, so I'm just going to hold it up for a sec. We have the 5 of Swords. And we have the Emperor. Okay, I'm already getting tons of messages, but my guides are like, nope, wait, prep for Reiki first. So remember, we're not working hard, okay? I just want to invite you to get yourself comfortable and just take a breath into your body. Don't try to get into a meditative state. Just really become present with yourself and just be here right now, just really present and mindful. And we're going to thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place for the collective. Mm. I'm hearing the battle that you think is external is in fact internal. Take that as you will. Lots of confusion and lots of attempts at control right now. I'm really feeling that strongly, guys. I'm feeling this of two minds. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Feeling and quite extreme. Like one day we feel really strongly about something, and the other day it's like, nope, total polar opposite. Like we need to find some grounding in that. This is the internal battle I'm feeling. It's this like might makes right energy. And with this emperor, what I find fascinating here is they're telling me to talk about the light and the shadow of the emperor. So when we are embodying, I don't read reversals in this deck, by the way, but if we are embodying the shadow side of emperor, or some might say like the reversal of emperor, we're deep in control. We're like my way or the highway. Like I will not hear any other thoughts. I will not hear any other opinions or views on the subject. Thank you very much. And it is a very stagnant and resisting energy. And so, what is being encouraged now? Some of you might be in this state and are coming out of that confusion and the two minds and the control. But when we're in like strong light emperor, we are embodying calm, strength, and groundedness in our decisions, and also learning how to stand up for ourselves in a way that's not aggressive, or in a way that's not like I need to prove myself to this person, like over explaining yourself, things like that. That's more control based behavior, but more so going like, I know that this is the right decision for me. And I don't need to explain myself to anyone, but I am going to stand up for the fact that that's what I want. It's a, I'm picking up on resiliency with that. I don't know how that's connected. Maybe that'll come back up. But it's not like a stubbornness, dig your heels in kind of energy. Again, that's control. So I think some of you are teetering on the control side. Some of you are starting to find the, oh, I can be strong and stand up for myself, but not be controlling in the process. Like worrying about what's going on in other people's minds rather than just being in your own authenticity, knowing your truth, and being able to be in peace in that, and just like, am I really okay knowing that outside parties may not fully understand me? Am I really okay with that? Some of you, though, are deep still in this confusion and this internal battle, and there's a decision. Sorry. There's a decision here that needs to be made. And we're going into that decision paralysis, or we're going into the of two minds. Like, you know, maybe this is us feeding off of the Virgo season of detail oriented. Maybe you're making a pro con list about something and you're getting overly analytical about it. I don't know. But control, control, control. Relinquish control. Let's talk about control, guys. It's an illusion. The only things that we truly can control are our own behaviors. We can't even control our thoughts, right? But and hear me out here. We have tools in which we can then make choices, right? To bring ourselves into a different kind of state of being. But that doesn't mean that from past experiences and stuff like that, that thoughts won't arise, right? What we can control is how we react to those thoughts, how we react to others, how we take care of ourselves, how we speak to ourselves. Those are the things we can control. Controlling outcomes is what's coming up. Expectation. What's our expectation? Can we let that go? And that's the question. It's not just let that go. Can you let that go? I'm actually feeling some of you are holding on really tight. You need to win at this. I don't know what your situation is, guys. And I know some of you need to stand up for yourself a little bit, but there's definitely an element of control on this where we're grasping, we're gripping, we're holding on really, really hard, and we need to soften. We need to let go. Okay. Let's scan. What are the chakras telling us? Yeah, crown is like a bit overloaded with info. That makes sense. Throat and solar plexus quite clearly connected. Let's start with our crown. Taking a really big breath into your scalp. Yeah, some of you are really having a hard time finding that balance between standing up for yourself and going into like a controlled stubbornness, if that makes sense. I think the answer to a lot of your situations is compassion. If we can bring in compassion and love into whatever the situation is, whether it's for yourself or the way you speak to others, you can still hold firm boundaries if that's your story and still be loving. Like I'm getting the concept of like just extremes, right? Like detaching from a situation, for example. You don't necessarily have to like chop it off like a guillotine, right? You could be loving in the process. You don't have to sever and run away. That's for some of you if that resonates. All right, let's tap in with this. I'm feeling a connection. They're relating to each other, to the throat and the solar plexus, our authenticity and our truth, our expression. Hmm. For some of you, this is about winning. I don't know what that means. I think you might know. And for some of you, those of you who are thinking this is about winning, that's actually not what it's about. I know that's really cryptic, so I hope that that resonates. Like, what's really important here? Are we putting too much energy on controlling a person or a situation when we could be letting go and having more peace and just living in our own authenticity and harmony? Yeah, I just keep feeling this energy of like grasping onto something, like you will not let go. It's like unclench. That's for some of you. I'm picking up on a lot of stories. For others, there's this confusion still. And I'm wondering what that confusion is about. Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested, guys. Because if your story is that you're in this really hard effort of control, holding on, holding on, holding on, it's like in the moment you might feel like that is empowering and that is being in your power, but at the end of the day, you might be like, why am I so exhausted? It's because there's force, because there's a forceful energy rather than a flowing energy. So you're creating some stagnancies with this. Don't shoot the messenger, okay, guys? It's all love. Control is a hard one. It's a really, really hard one. And so many times we don't even realize that we're in it. We don't even realize. Everything in our society like feeds into the idea of making us believe that we do have control over so many things around us, but we don't. We don't. And when we learn that non-attachment to outcomes while still having this like loving, compassionate, like, what are the possibilities, this curiosity vibration, we can live in so much more peace and enjoy life so much more. But it's a shift. It's looking at the world in a different way. It's a perspective shift. Ah, yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. Calling for a lot of pulling this week. A lot of pulling. All right, crown is simmering down now, which is good. That's bringing us down into our third eye a bit more. As I come down to the solar plexus, I feel it back up in my throat again. There's still something that it just needs to, it needs to move, but it doesn't need to be forced. Like, we're going to figure out what that means for you. It could just be discovering a truth within yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have to tell someone something, although that could be your story. You know, everyone's going to be different here. Bottom of the deck is judgment. I'm just going to leave it there. Yeah, they just keep saying confusion, control, confusion, control. I think it's pretty clear because it's starting to go in circles now. I think if this resonates with you, then you are understanding what the message is for you. And as we're ending this month, this is really the final purge of letting go of what doesn't serve us. And that could be just simply control, letting go of expectations, letting go of trying to control outcomes, being more open and full of flow, um, full of love, I'm hearing. Leading with love, compassion for yourself, gentility, soften for some of you, soften. Um, yeah, because come September 2nd, we have quite the powerful new moon, plus many, many other aspects that are coming in. Members, I'm going to be doing an energy check-in pretty soon, so keep your eye out. You also got a new healing either yesterday or the day before. Time is weird right now. So members, check that out if you didn't notice those came out. Okay, guys, let's take a final breath in together. I'm gonna focus on the throat chakra today. If you want to focus on solar plexus, think of that golden color. I'm gonna focus on a deep cobalt blue. Okay. And we're going to take a breath together and hold it at the top and feel that color coming into our bodies to heal us and cleanse us. Okay, let's try not to work too hard. Relax the body. Exhale, get all your air out. Inhale through the nose slowly. Hold it at the top and feel that blue coming into your system, down through your crown, and feel it fill up wherever it needs to go. Where is it most needed? Feel it vibrate, feel it become warm or cool, whatever you need. Feel it flow through the system like water, clearing out debris. Yep, really resisting these stagnancies. Let the stagnancies flow. Let them break up. Let them break up and flow, guys. Big exhale. Push out what doesn't serve you. There's some deep, deep things that some of you are really grasping onto and holding on to. And if you're not ready to let go, that's totally fine, right? We're all on our own journey. But that's the message for this week. And as I'm saying it, my solar plexus is expanding. Like when we are ready to let go of this idea or this behavior or this concept of control or expectation, liberation, freedom. Like I'm hearing like you did not know existed. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Guys, I'm really intrigued. Let me know what's going on in the comments. This is pretty awesome. Let's lock your energy up nice and tight. Okay, guys, into your solar plexus chakra. We're saying what's mine is mine. What does not serve me, kindly stay out. Remember, you have the choice and the power to let in whatever you like. Okay, good, bad, beautiful, ugly. We're not putting on armor. You have control over this. Okay, so that's what we can say we have control over. What we choose to do, what we choose to let in, what we choose to put out, right? Oh, yeah. You got this, guys. You got this. All right. I love you guys so much. Please like the video. I hope you found this supportive. Please share with someone who you think it would support. And if you haven't joined this beautiful community, I hope you'll hit the subscribe button. Drop a comment down below. Let us know how things resonated or send some love out to the collective right now. I love how you guys do that for each other. Um, Again, memberships are up. Go ahead and check that out if you're interested. That's a beautiful way to support the channel. And all of the information for my one-on-one work is down below on my website. Please do check that out. Intuitive energy healings, one-on-one immersion, deep, deep dive life coaching, held in multiple month containers so that we can really take time to focus on you. And I bring in all my skill sets from mindful movement and fitness to my coaching techniques to intuitive energy healing, meditation, breath work, all the stuff. All right. My self-love program called The Shift is a great short digestible one if you're wanting to do something more independently. That's a really beautiful one to kind of jumpstart that self-love journey or to reignite it, if you will, or reframe it. And lastly, guys, thank you so much to those who send in donations. The links for that are also down below. If you have the means and you found this healing supportive, you can also leave a super thanks in the comments. So guys, I love you. Have a beautiful week. This is going to be a powerful one. Okay. So love yourself deeply. All right. And see what we can let go of in this final week of August. All right. I love you guys. See you next time.